Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm in a snowy San Myshuno right now and I want to share this build with you all. I will upload it to the gallery as soon as I've got a few kinks worked out. So this save, oh my god, he just fell over in the snow. Did you see that? Oops. So yeah, this is a build that I've made for my own save. I've had this building in my game for a long time, so some of you may actually recognize it, this kind of coffee shop area down here. But when I heard about the new expansion pack, I completely rebuilt it to make it function as apartments. I'm so excited because I really love the Spice District. This is probably my favorite area in the entire game for my own Sims to live in. And all the normal apartments are completely filled up. So I'm so excited that I can actually have more Sims living in this area. Now, if you notice my game is a bit laggy, I am running out of space on my computer. I need to get a new PC. And this save has so many Sims in it. This is my own personal save and it is, it's loaded, guys. So yeah, there may be a little bit of lag. I'm sorry about that if you notice it. Maybe I should have showed this lot off in daytime in summer, but I thought that the snow was such a vibe. It makes me think of like the Home Alone movie, you know, where it's like in New York. I don't know, I think it's kind of gorgeous, so I just kind of went with it. Let me show you the outside of this building. So this area here is the actual apartments. So you can see just generally it's got this kind of brownstone feel to it, this old building style. The lighting is not great right now, it's not showing off to its best. This here is the commercial venue. Now unfortunately the commercial spaces don't work as well as I was hoping they would. I was hoping I'd still be able to visit these with my Sims and kind of like host parties there or have club gatherings. It's a little bit tricky. I hope that I can figure out some kind of workaround for this. But yeah, let me kind of show you what's going on here. So on the ground floor, we have the coffee shop area. I'm not very good at tab mode, guys, so do bear with me. So you have this kind of like buskers thing out of the front. So if your Sims are singers and they want to earn a bit of money from tips, they can use that. You've got this kind of like outdoor seating area, which I would not recommend in the middle of winter. And if we kind of go in here, you've got this really gorgeous warm coffee house. Now it used to be a cafe, this building, so I don't know, I think maybe if you use mods you might be able to get it functioning as a cafe. Sort of Little Miss Sam has the brilliant kind of like job lot traits that you might want to try using, but you would have to assign them to like every apartment, I think. I don't really know how it would work. I've not play tested that yet. It's something that I want to kind of keep exploring. But I have put the new kettle in here, so if your Sims want to come down here and kind of like make some drinks, they can do. If you want to have your Sim use the barista station, you can do that as well if you want to. You could even just come and hang out down here, make some hot drinks and hang out with your friends in the communal areas, and just kind of use that for storytelling. Yeah, it's that's kind of like the fire exit there, that werewolf door. You've got a little bathroom through here as well. Just kind of show you what's going on in here. It does have this kind of like old-fashioned kind of Victorian feel to it that I think you do find in a lot of inner city buildings. You know, they have this kind of, I've not tiled the ceilings. It's so funny because I've been team no white ceilings for the longest time, and then I constantly forget that that's like a feature that we now have. But yeah, I love the kind of like old-fashioned, like these old tiles as well. These came from the Moroccan kit. I really like the old buildings, like old inner city buildings have these really nice details. So yeah, you can kind of sit here and watch the world go by from the comfort of this lovely gorgeous warm coffee shop if you want to, while all the other Sims are out here struggling in the cold. I'm going to kind of show you the outside area here as well first. So if we kind of go around the back, now there is a staircase to the upstairs area. It's kind of like a bit of a secret club that I'll show you later. There's a dumpster out here so your Sims can go dumpster diving, and then this kind of like market area as well, because I figured Sims would probably walk around this area. You know, maybe they go for a day and they go for a stroll around the kind of what would you call this, the pier, the promenade area. So you know, you're in the inner city, the street sellers are going to be everywhere. So out the back here I've got this the Home Chef Hustle. I'm sorry, I'm going to try and hold the camera still a little bit better. I've got the Home Chef Hustle like sales table there, this one here, and I've got a normal sales table with the kind of tent from For Rent. So I have used a lot of expansion packs. As I say, this is a lot that I've built for my own personal use in my own world. So you're going to see that I've used basically every single pack. I got a bit carried away. Oh my goodness, he must be sleeping. The snow has started falling quickly. I've got Akira, what's his name? Akira something loaded. He's currently living in one of the units, so he must have gone to bed. But yeah, if you want to, you know, get out here and hustle a little bit and kind of have your Sims make a little bit of extra money on the side, you know, you can grab your pizza oven. You know, you can even sell drinks from the kettle, I assume, out here. This is the early order bonus, so not everybody's going to have this, but if you order before a certain date, this content will be in your game. It's quite clever, actually. I was kind of wondering what the functionality of this would be. I was wondering if it would function like one of the sales tables, but it's actually a barbecue, which is quite clever. So your Sims can come out here and like barbecue hot dogs and then sell them on the Home Chef Hustle table if you wanted to. And then obviously if you've got other stuff to sell, you can sell it out there. There is also an art stand. If we kind of go around the building this way, there's another dumpster. This is the dumpster that's supposed to be for the residential area, but again, doesn't really matter. It's just in my own brain, that's part of this building. This is kind of like the little street art section. So if you've got any Sims who are artists and they want to sell their artwork, you can come out here. Oopsie daisy. You can come out here and kind of sell it on the art sales table. And there's also this area for graffiti out here as well. There's another area for graffiti out near the other market stalls, but you can't see it because it's too snowy. There's this amazing like telephone box as well, which is just decorative really, from Henford and Bagley. I absolutely love that. Another little barbecue thing out here as well. So there's a lot of stuff to kind of be getting on with. I want to finish showing you the this thing as well, so you can actually collect posters from this, as you can from, you know, the other areas around the city there as well. So I want to also show you this area here. Now this is a little music shop. If I can just kind of show you the sign that's up there above the door. So you've got all these posters. Now this is kind of inspired by, I live very close to Manchester City, not the football club, the actual city, and some of my favourite places there are kind of really they have this underground feel, this really arty, unique feel, and you do find things like old record shops and things like that, and a lot of the time these kind of buildings are just kind of like tucked away. You know, a lot of the time, let me just kind of zoom back out again for a second, a lot of the time people are just kind of like walking around and might miss these kind of hidden shops, but you stumble over them and they're super cool. So look out here, Knox, who's one of the tenants, and Akira, who's the Sim who I've got loaded at the moment, are hanging out here at the coffee shop in the communal space. So it is actually kind of functioning. I kind of love it. So as I say, we can kind of go down here. It is set up to be like a records shop. If we kind of go down the stairs, I'm so bad at this, guys. I don't have SimGuru Popcorn's talent for showing off builds. Why can't I do this? Go down. Oh, because it's the basement area. Okay, fair enough. I'll just kind of go down like this. I don't think you can use tab mode underground. Now it is a little bit counterculture. The idea of this lot is that it's set up to be a little bit anti-establishment or anti-status quo. So in my own personal save, the kind of politicians and business owners and landlords and property owners of the world are a little bit corrupt. They are a little bit shady. They are lining their own pockets. And so the normal people who are kind of disenfranchised or disimpoverished through the kind of actions of these corrupt the corrupt status quo, they're kind of rebelling, they're kind of fighting back with a lot of creativity. So this commercial area is kind of designed for musicians, artists, creative types who are kind of creating a bit of a buzz in order to fight back. It's kind of like, okay, so you might be our landlord, but you don't control our creativity. You don't control what kind of music we get to create. I do actually have like I'm sorry, I don't know what that noise is. It sounds like a big helicopter's going over or something. If you can hear that, I'm just going to carry on talking. Oh no, they heard me talking about fighting the status quo and they're coming for me. So yeah, you do have a lot of like the graffiti, the DJ booth. This is also something that you can come and do graffiti on. You can paint the murals. So you can actually get a little bit political in this lot. I am actually going to have Eliza Pancakes. From my Raising Them Right series, I'm going to have her kind of live in this venue and kind of get into politics and kind of fight the power. I'm really excited to do that. So it's lovely though, because it really has this really nice community feel. Like even, you know, these little Polaroids here as well, all these memories of the people who work here, the customers, you know, everybody kind of hanging out together and just being good people. And I kind of love it. I kind of love, you know, the nostalgia of having like the old LPs and the CDs and things like that. So if you do have any musicians and they're creating their own CDs, their own mixtapes, or you know, using things like this, they can come here and they can sell their stuff kind of from the sales table out the back. Or if you want to put a sales table in here as well, you absolutely could do. Now this is actually set up to be a unit. I'm going to kind of explain that later, but let's go back upstairs and I'll kind of show you some more of the hidden treasures of this lot. I think it's a street sweeper, guys. A noisy street sweeper. Maybe it's like one of those de-icing trucks. I did remember to paint the ceilings out here. Yay! So I kind of love how like rebellious this lot feels. How like, and you can see it in daytime as well. Like now it's a little bit lighter. Let me show you like the frontage again, because it was a little bit glitchy last time. So there you go. That is kind of like the frontage of the place. I really do love old buildings. I think these kind of brownstone style are absolutely lovely. So yeah, I really love that this is kind of like, it has this kind of rebellious community feel. So over here you've got a bit of a sign saying that there's something upstairs. Again, it's kind of one of these secrets of the city. What are you doing out there, Knox? What are you up to? He's running away. So I love that as well. I love that you see other tenants kind of hanging out here. So if I try and go up the stairs, oh, I'm bunny hopping up the stairs. That was not very graceful. You can see if we go up the fire escape, so it's kind of like an unofficial, unlicensed bar, an unlicensed hangout. This seat is kind of like where the bouncer would sit, I guess. You know, making sure the right kind of people are getting in, making sure there's no trouble. So if you have any musicians, if you have any kind of like creative artists, they might want to come and hang out up here. Again, I kind of love how thrown together it looks. Like all the furniture is kind of mismatched, but it's all very like antique-y. It's all very, it's like stuff that other people didn't want. Like they got it out of the flea market, and I kind of love it. And they've got all these candles like lighting the place up. They've got this little cute portable bar, so it has this real kind of like pop-up feel to it, or this kind of like thrown together feel, and I kind of really love it. I think this is such a great hangout. So again, if you want to have a lot of musicians living in the apartments, they can come and hang out here with the friends and kind of like demo the music and things like that. It's just a cute hangout spot. And we've got all these high school years windows as well, so hopefully you'll see people kind of climbing in and out of the windows, which I think is pretty fun as well. Again, this absolutely gorgeous view of the Spice District, which is honestly one of my favorite neighborhoods in the entire game. You can see up on the wall there as well, so just to run through the wall and break the immersion. Oh, I've forgotten her name. I wanted to call her Zoe Patel. She's not Zoe Patel. Morgan Fires. Morgan Fires is one of the artists. She's kind of like a DJ, so she hangs out here. If we continue and try and bunny hop up these stairs, just kind of show you the view down there as well. We can kind of zoomy. Oh, just one giant leap for Simkind. Up to this area too. Look at the burb. Okay, so this is it has a werewolf door, so you know this door does restrict to werewolves only, but if you're not a werewolf, you're still kind of invited, because you can just come around here and climb through the window. This is my it's kind of like a pirate radio station. I've had it in my game for quite a while, and again, it's very anti-establishment, it's very rock and roll, so it's kind of like a recording studio pirate radio station vibe. But yeah, you can come up here. This is where like all the hot kind of upcoming musicians are going to be hanging out, as well as kind of like the golden oldies, like old rock stars and things like that are going to hang out up here. So you can come and have your photo shoot. You can get, you know, you can get kind of a bit of a stylist to come and kind of make you look your best for your record label, your album cover. Yeah, your album cover. Here are some magazines featuring some of the musicians you might find hanging out here. This is where they're kind of like producing and editing the music. So if we go in here, this is kind of like the little recording booth. So you've got like a computer there. You've got the music production table from Get Famous there as well. You can produce music using that. The DJ booth back here, and then this area here, if we kind of, I guess we don't have to go all the way around, but this area here is where your artists are going to kind of make the music. So you've got the microphone, keyboard, guitar, the amp and everything in here. So yeah, cute little recording studio for your musicians. So very, very music themed, at least the community areas of this lot. If we go over here, we haven't finished because we can go up this ladder. So I'm going to try and do this a little bit more smoothly. Let's. I'm on a bit of an angle, guys. I'm kind of posing as I go up here. So we can climb up this ladder and get to the roof area. This section of the roof area on the commercial property has this, which is set up to be kind of like if you've got a drone and you want to record a music video, this is set up a bit like, you know, the end of 90s movies where, you know, the camera will be panning around the rooftop and you'll have like the rock band singing on the top of the rooftop. It's kind of meant to be a little bit like that kind of vibe. So think of like, oh, what's it called? Something Records. Oh, what is it called now? Empire Records. And they have like the band singing on the roof. That's kind of what I was thinking there for that. So, okay, I'm just going to kind of like jump off the roof and land safely. Just pretend I'm riding a broom or something. And we can have a look at this. Look at everybody like freezing. I hope nobody freezes to death. We can have a look at the what we came to see, guys, the apartment building. So out here at the front, we've got the post box. I did want to have it inside, but it didn't look quite right. It was a bit too big and strange looking. Again, we've got this gorgeous door. This is one of the Strangerville doors. I absolutely love it. It looks so kind of Victorian and nice. So I figured this used to be like one big building, maybe, or and it got sectioned off into apartments. So if we come through here, it does have, it's seen better days. It is looking a little bit worse for wear, this area. And I do need to tile the ceilings. I'll probably forget, I'm not going to lie, but you can go ahead and do that if it bothers you. We've got this City Living notice board here. So your Sims, oh dear. So your Sims can come down here and kind of like leave notes, read about the festivals. They can leave notes, other Sims will leave them notes. So it's got this nice community feel, and it's got this little bit of information about the trash chutes as well, which I have actually got the City Living trash chute over here. I hope Sims can use it. I haven't actually seen any Sims using it yet, but I assume it's going to work. There's this fire extinguisher here as well. I'm actually just going to kind of like zoom out and show you the view from above. If I jump into build mode, you'll be able to see kind of like the outlines of all the buildings. If I just kind of toggle everything on, the only one I can't toggle on is this one here because that's Knox's apartment. So it's not going to show you inside the other apartments if they've got people in them. But this is unit 1. This is 1 Waterside. There's a problem with the names I've found. They should all be called Waterside, but it keeps changing itself back to Waterside Warball. I think there's a problem with like there's a bug with the naming of the unit, so just be aware of that. It's meant to be the Waterside is the lot, and then it's like 1 Waterside, 2 Waterside, but I guess hopefully they'll fix that quite soon. This is the first apartment. Now all the apartments, they're meant to be affordable, so they're not actually fully furnished, they're kind of semi-furnished. Now in the UK, when you buy a new property or you rent a new property, it's common for most of the furniture to be taken by the previous owner, but for fixtures and fittings to kind of remain. So you tend to have a full bathroom suite, and you tend to have a full kitchen. Sometimes there might be like the oven, with it being kind of like a plumbed in appliance, tends to still be there. Sometimes the fridge is there, sometimes it's not. But yeah, basically in the UK at least, if you're gonna rent an apartment, this is sort of what you're going to be getting. So I did want to try and make it as affordable as possible. So your Sims are going to have to kind of furnish it themselves for the most part. I do recommend when the pop-up comes up for you that says, do you want to rent it furnished or unfurnished? Choose furnished, because you're going to get kind of like the kitchen and the bathroom, because that's kind of the way it was intended. But you don't have to. Sims, I recommend having about £5,000, because when a Sim rents an apartment, they do actually have to buy the furniture that's inside the apartment. I guess that's just the way they had to set it up to make it work. So just something to be aware of. Each apartment as well has a few little features, like they should have radiators in most of the rooms. They've also got these kind of these vents from city living, so hopefully they're going to kind of cause a problem for you. They're going to kind of get a bit smelly and you're going to have to deal with that. I did try and combine some of the elements of city living with for rent to kind of give you a deeper experience. So yeah, and then this is, so it's only 4 rooms. You've got this kind of living room, bedroom, bathroom, kitchen. It's a bit of a weird layout. Maybe you want to kind of have this as your living room, this is your bedroom. I guess you kind of have to do what you want to do with that. And then this leads to the outside area. Unit 2 over here, very, very similar layout. So you've got 2 reception rooms, or a bedroom, a reception room, whichever way you want to do that. You've got this really nice big window here as well. It does lead out to an alley though, but there's a bit of graffiti out there, so you might be able to see some, have something nice to look at from that room. And you've also got like the kitchen here and the bathroom, and again this just leads out to the outdoor area. So the outdoor area is really nice. Sims will come and use this. There's a pizza oven, a barbecue, a bar. Sims will come out and hang out here. I saw in my other video Nox made a pizza, so that was really, really nice. You've got planters as well. You can see somebody's already attempted to plant something out here, so other tenants will come and kind of use the planters and do some gardening. So that's great if you're not into gardening but you want some produce. The other Sims are going to kind of take care of that for you. It is a little bit hit and miss. Obviously it's kind of autonomy, not user directed, but yeah, they will use those. So yeah, really cute little bench there as well. You've got this kind of side door, this side gate, which takes you to the dumpster. So if you have eco lifestyle, you can, I really, really love the dumpster actually. You can click on it and you can get furniture out of it. So again, if you're renting on a budget and you need some extra furnishings, you can come out here and kind of do some dumpster diving and hope you get something good. Also, and as well, you can like sell it, or if you get something that's kind of burnt, it's not really usable. If you look down here through this little alley, it's gone. Oh no. So I'll replace it, but this should be one of those kind of did it go in the inventory? No, I don't know where it's gone. There should be one of those kind of trash compactor things from Eco Lifestyle that kind of breaks things down. There should be one of those there. I'll have to kind of try and remember to replace that. If I forget, that's where it's meant to be. So you can see as well those things like there's fixtures and fittings like the air conditioners that will require maintenance. So yeah, I really like it. I like that it's not perfect. I like that it's realistic. And I like that it's designed for your Sims on a budget as well. Like it's in the perfect place because you get some of the events here, like you know, you can come out here and play basketball, or you can come out here and do busking, or you know, because you've got the festivals, one of the festivals is the flea market that occurs in this area. So again, if you're living on a budget and you're looking for cheaper items and you're not getting the stuff you want out of the dumpster, you can come to the flea market and try your luck there, and also kind of like selling stuff at the flea market too. So yeah, it is really handy. You can see as well, like some of the units are not in the best repair. Some of them do need a little bit of paint work, which you're welcome to do. So if I go up here and we look at the lot details, so one Waterside, which is this one, it's actually kind of designed with Bob Pancakes in mind, because I'm also going to use this building in my Raising the Right LP, and I kind of want Bob to be one of the tenants so he can meet Eliza. It's designed around his traits. So it's got a chef's kitchen because this unit has one of the bigger kitchens in this block of flats. You've also got homely because it's one of the warmer, I imagine it's like one of the warmer, cozier apartments. And then also you've got the lot challenge filthy. That's because Bob is a bit of a slob, so I figured it does get a little bit dirty a little bit faster. Every single every single apartment, every single unit is going to have 2 positive traits and 1 challenge, and they're all going to be different. So again, it's nice because it themes around different Sims personalities. If we go to 2 Waterside, it's not supposed to say Warble. I do have a few mods in my game, so I don't know if the bugs and glitches and that you're going to see and kind of some of the lag is due to me overstuffing my save and using mods that I've not thoroughly checked as updated yet, or if it's because the game itself is glitchy. So just to kind of put that disclaimer out there, I don't know what's my fault and what's EA's fault. But yeah, so 2 Waterside, again, like I don't know what's going on with this. Like, I swear I did all these. Everything is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, by the way, in this lot. So designed for kind of young professionals just starting out, or, you know, couples, not really designed for families. But if you wanted to have a family move in, there is quite a bit of space. You could definitely use things like Murphy beds and bunk beds if you wanted to. So 2 Waterside then has, what is going on? Why is it being so glitchy? This is supposed to have party place and what was the other one? Sunny aspect, I think it was. Party place and sunny aspect. And I think it had cursed. This was designed maybe with somebody like summer holiday in mind, a sim that kind of wants to party a little bit, and they can come out here and kind of like host little garden parties, you know, potlucks, and they probably have a lot of friends over. This is probably one of the louder tenants. If we go up a level then, this is Knox's unit. I can't show you it properly because he's currently living there, but this is a little kitchen area. This is kind of like a bit more of a studio apartment, so you've got like a kitchen living room space. This is the bedroom area, and there is a door here, I swear. You just can't see it because the inside of the apartment's hidden. And then this, not there, where is his bathroom? Here, this is his bathroom here as well. Yeah, that's his whole thing. And with these high school years windows, he can actually climb out the window and use this kind of patio space out here. So if Knox wants to come out here and kind of grow, like, I don't know, raise some grubs or grow some plants, he has this outdoor area that he can make the most of. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if I go to Knox's unit, it should, no, these are gone as well. Like, why is it like this? So Knox should have great soil. He should have penny pixies because he likes diving for treasure in the trash can. So I figured penny pixies shows that kind of frugal lifestyle. And then the lot challenge that he's supposed to have is reduce and recycle. So he has to manage his household waste. The bin is not bottomless. So I thought it'd be interesting as well to combine that with the tenancy agreement. You could have it set to that he has to manage his waste. So you've got a bit more challenge there with that. I think, yeah. Oh wait, hang on. I'm getting so confused right now. I'm so confused. No, that's 3 Waterside. 4 Waterside Warble is Knox's apartment. There you go. Penny pixies, soil, all that good stuff. 3 Waterside Warble is going to be Eliza's lot. I can't remember actually what I put on here, but it's very similar. So it's got this outdoor space here that she can kind of climb out of the window and use. She's got a bathroom here with this really gorgeous kind of big window. You can kind of like look out at the Spice District through there, and she again has like a little studio kitchen living room and a bedroom space. So again, tiny apartment, like the challenge of that. Can't remember the traits, I'm sorry. I will try and fix that when I upload it. And of course things like a trash chute on this level, and all that kind of good stuff. Poster there. Up here, so look, everybody's hanging out up here. Everybody wants to come and visit Akira. I think I found the welcome wagon, guys. Which lot do I want to show you first? This lot first, 5 Waterside Warble. So this is designed with like a spooky sim in mind. So if you've got any sims who are kind of into things like wellness, yoga, herbalism, even like spellcasters, vampires, paranormal, this is going to be the lot for them. This is kind of like the witchy hippie unit. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I assume the lot traits have kind of reverted themselves. Yeah, they have. So this should have island spirits. I think I also had on a dark ley line on this lot, and the ghosts lot challenge. So the kind of like spooky paranormal stuff is intended for this apartment. And you could also have the on the tenancy agreement, if you wanted to have no ghosts to add a little bit of extra challenge to this unit, you could do that. And this is the little bathroom for this one. You've got the bedroom, the kind of studio, kitchen, living room area, and then this lot is a little bit unique because you can climb out of this window and climb up this ladder. I wish that you could click on the window to manually go in and out of the window, because it uses autonomy, so sometimes you'll be unlucky and your sim will decide to go all the way downstairs and climb up to the roof a different way. But the idea is your sim can climb out this window, go up the ladder, and then they've got this little hippie areas to set up here. So you've got this yoga mat. I did actually have it so it's facing the sun, so the sun should come up in this direction, and you can kind of come up here and do your sun salutations, and you can also meditate up here as well. So yeah, a little hippie area set up on the roof. I kind of see that as like a bit unofficial, like your sims aren't meant to get up on the roof, but like I say, they've got to have the fire exit, so sims make use of the fire exit and kind of, yeah, get up there. So every single sim has two ways of getting out of their apartment as well. They've got the front door and then kind of like the fire exit route. So like I say, like your sims in these two middle apartments can come out into their garden area and kind of get down from there. And then if I just kind of show you Akira's apartment, so this is his little apartment. Again, it's a bit more unique. Oh, I should also say this one has mold. I figured this one's a little bit damp. Maybe there's a little bit of a problem with the roof or something. Maybe it's a little bit colder than the other apartments with it being a bit higher up. And it's a bit enclosed as well. You know, you've got the other building on the other side. So this is the apartment that will have the mold. If I go up here, I can show you the other unit challenges that should be, fingers crossed, on this lot. There you go. So with Akira being a romantic sim, he's got great acoustics. I figure he's a bit of a musician because he's part of like the karaoke Legends household, and he's got romantic aura. I don't know how romantic it is to have a moldy apartment, but hopefully he can keep on top of that. Yeah, he's got this little kitchen area. This is his little bedroom area, and his little kind of living room area. So this is a smaller one. You might want to make use of some of the tiny living objects in this apartment, maybe like the Murphy bed, the kind of all-in-one bookcase combo. But you can see some of the walls need a bit of paintwork. You can definitely tell there's a bit of a damp problem up here. You can also go out of this window to access the fire escape. So this fire escape here goes all the way down to the ground floor. So even if you're not in one of the apartments with roof access and you want to go up to the roof, you can do it. You can also choose to lock this gate and make it like residents only. It's up to you kind of who gets access to the roof and who doesn't, but you can climb all the way up to the roof. Like I say, Akira can come out of this window here, and he has roof access here too. So he's got this little cooler set up with this little chair. He can kind of watch the world go by from up here, maybe kind of check out the pretty people of San Myshuno, the ones he might want to romance at some point. And he's got this beach towel up here as well, so he can sunbathe when the weather's nice. You've also got these kind of water heaters up here as well. No power utility, poor weather conditions. I guess they're not doing the job right now because it's so cold. I love the compatibility with seasons on that. It's like, I guess it's like a solar paneled water heater, so if it's not sunny then it's not making power. I wonder if that reduces the bills. I haven't played for long enough to know whether that reduces the bills or not. So yeah, that is more or less everything. No, it is not everything that I need to show you. Now, if you want to play with laundry day and we go all the way down to the basement area, we do have this little laundry room set up. Sims will come and, let me just unpause. Sims will come and use this little kind of community laundry area. So you just have to watch out though, because they do it autonomously and they don't always like put something in and wash it. Sometimes they'll just put it in and walk off, and then someone else will come along and like take it out without it being washed and like put it in the dryer. So sometimes your sim is going to end up with like wet clothes, like wet clean clothes, or like warm dirty clothes and things like that. And so you do have to kind of keep on top of it. Also, I have noticed it's a bit of a fire hazard because sims won't autonomously clean the lint tray. So again, if this is causing a problem for you and you don't want sims to be able to kind of start fires and mess up the laundry, and you just want your sims to be able to access that area, you can just come down here and kind of lock it for, you know, your sim, or you know, everyone but Akira, everyone but employees. So you've got like the door locking system to kind of keep anyone out if they're causing too many fires or too much trouble. But it's a lot of fun to kind of play and see what sims do and kind of if they do cause chaos. You've also got the water heater down here. I like that it's got this little Strangerville sign next to it. It's like, don't mess with this. But yeah, you can kind of do your maintenance upgrades and things like that, upgrade it as well. And again, like, it's in the middle of winter, so I guess we're relying on this, like, even though we've got like the solar panels on the roof. Oh my goodness, eco lifestyle cross compatibility. I'm afraid this household is not in compliance with the following neighborhood action plans. Clean energy production. You will experience an increase in your bills until the issue is resolved. So I love that cross compatibility. I actually think, guys, if you don't have many expansion packs, and you're looking for something that kind of, you're looking for things that are going to work really well with For Rent, I do recommend Eco Lifestyle. I think it's a really nice complement. I think City Living, Eco Lifestyle, Laundry Day, yeah, they're all big winners for me if you want to kind of combine packs. Strangerville, if you want the Strangerville suit too. I've got a cross compatibility thing if you want to go and check that out. But yeah, to vote on the neighborhood action plans, if you've got Eco Lifestyle installed, you just do it on the mailbox like you normally would. So we can go out here and kind of like check the neighborhood action plans. We've got clean energy production. You can pause that and read it if you want it. Again, this is Eco Lifestyle. Fun loving community. I love that because I have a lot of like sims who like gaming. Rock your body and mind, and rough housing encourage. Oh dear. Okay, we may have to get voting on some of those. I mean, we are in the middle of the city, so I'm not surprised. But if you want to kind of rock your body and mind, you can come down to this little community gym area. It's a bit rough around the edges, but like this is the werewolves one that's kind of like stuck together with duct tape. But again, you can come down here, you can kind of you know, do some dance moves. You could put TV up here as well if you want to do like aerobics. You can do aerobics on the TV in this area. And you've got these little vending machines. So again, vending machines are a chance of death, so you are going to have to watch out. Again, if you don't want that, you can just go ahead and remove those, put a chair there or something a little bit safer. It's up to you how much chaos you cause in this building. But yeah, you can also get things like salves and stuff for injuries. So I thought that was a suitable one to kind of put down here. And yeah, that I think is more or less everything that I have to show you with this lot. The only other thing that I really wanted to kind of show you was, what are you doing? What are you doing with Knox? Where are you hanging out? You're talking to Knox through the wall. What is going on? This is looking a little bit Blair Witch right now. Maybe I need to get him some furniture or a TV or something, because he might be going a little bit mad and he's kind of staring at the bricks right now. He's not doing too great up there. I need to get him a bed. Look how tired he is. Yeah, basically that's what I've got going on there. So is Knox coming up? Is Knox going to climb through his window? Wait, I need to see this. Hey Akira, it's Alice. Do you want to hang out tonight? Not right now, Alice. I do have one last thing to show you. I just want to kind of see if Knox is gonna, does the ladder get slippy when it's icy? I kind of want to see him slide all the way back down. I think he's gonna come in like Angel in Buffy, or like, what's his name, Cullen in Twilight. No, he's changed his mind. I said Twilight and he was like, no, I don't want that. Don't put that. Don't attribute that meme to me, please. I thought he was gonna come and climb through Akira's window. Like a hero. It'd be fun if firefighters, wouldn't it be cool if like firefighters could climb up through the window? That's again definitely some storytelling that you could tell. Again, you've got things like this little stinky vent here, so just to cause a few more problems for you during your tenancy in these apartments. But yeah, it is a really cool lot. I do like, so far from what I've been playing, I have noticed some really cool stuff with like the Sims in the community areas. The problem that I have though is that if your sim wants to visit, like if your sim lives here, it's great because you can just go ahead and like hold a party, like throw a party. Where are we? plan a social event. You could have like a party and have everybody hanging out here. So even though his apartment's rubbish, like he can hang out in these really nice warm community areas. You can also, using the club system, like if I go here, join or create a club, and I create a club for, I'm just going to call it musicians, and go ahead and kind of do that. And you know, I can have them come and do kind of music-y type things, like what do you want to say, DJ, or sing, play musical instruments, all that kind of stuff. So Sims will actually be pushed to come and use the objects that are in the community spaces more. If you hold a produce new track, you know, you can do that in the DJ booth, the music production studio, and like I can just go ahead and kind of like invite other Sims to join. If I go to requirements and I have skill level 2, and I go for things like DJ mixing, what else, guitar, have we got like singing? You do have to make sure you at least have one skill that your sim is good at. So there we go, singing. I can go ahead and do that. And then it's going to show me Sims who share those interests with me. So Alice and Anaya Yang. Who else do I want? I'm getting fussy because it's like my save and I want like my Sims. Katrina Caliente, because in my save she's actually... her stage name is Katrina Caliente, but she's actually, what is it, Nayat, the real Caliente mother. She's kind of got like a pseudonym. So yeah, like she's the same person in my game. Yeah, that's kind of what I've got going on. And then I can go to Club Hangout and I can actually set it as my apartment. Like my apartment is now the Club Hangout. But the problem with this is I can't actually set the community areas to be a club hangout. So I was trying to get through this with kind of like a loophole. So if I go to actually, let me just kind of show you up here. I actually used the unit cheat to add a 7th unit. Now this is supposed to say, this 7th unit is supposed to be called visitors only, so you know not to move Sims in there. And it's this little room down here at the bottom. So the idea being, like, this is not meant to be a residential unit. It's designed to be kind of like the little office space of the community area. So I was trying to go with the idea of, like, if I have my sim visit this unit, just if I go down here and kind of go on travel. So here we go. If I go ahead and go to Waterside Warble and I go down, I can visit this kind of non-unit. Again, it is supposed to say like nobody live here, visitors only, or something like that. So I can travel there. So again, if your sim doesn't live on the lot and you don't want to visit a residential unit, a way that you can visit the lot, say for example you wanted to visit the Spice District but you didn't want to load an apartment, you can do it kind of like this way. It's kind of like a bit of a workaround, because you can't actually visit the shared space itself. You have to visit one of the units. So here we go. So I've loaded now. Again, imagine that Akira lives on a different lot. He is now visiting all the shared spaces of this venue because he's visiting technically this unit. Again, it's just meant to be like a little office space, but please don't have anyone live there. I mean, you might want to. You might want to have a story where, like, somebody doesn't have a home, but they have a business and they want to, like, sleep at the business. Maybe somebody who's got, like, divorced from the wife. So it's like, I have to sleep at the office. Maybe get like maybe they sleep on the couch, or you want to get like a little bunk bed down here. Like, if you wanted to play it that way, you could do. But again, I did want a way that I could visit this without having to, like, load an actual apartment. Now the problem is, if I go to start gathering, it looks like I can do it. Gather at stay here, get 6 Waterside Warble is his own apartment. So if I go on stay here, it says club gatherings can only be held at venues and residences owned by the musician members. So because it's technically somebody else's residence, I can't have a club gathering here. So that's frustrating, because I would have liked to have been able to use the community areas with Sims who don't live on the lot, and it's not going to let me do that, unfortunately. So I'm a little bit sad about that, a little bit disappointed, because it would have just made this venue like so multi-purpose for me if I would have been able to do club gatherings here. I do wonder if like maybe there's a modder or a mod out there that removes that restriction and lets me do it like on whatever venue I want, because that's going to be really, really handy to me. I'm going to use this venue. I do use this venue a lot. Again, I've had this venue in my save for a long time. And I do use the club system with it. So yeah, I just try to figure out how to make it function the way I want it to function. But I can visit it, so I guess I can invite individual sims over. I can go on here and kind of invite to hang out at current lot. The other thing is as well, I can't throw a party here. I can't have an event here. So if I go onto social, and I go on to, yeah, you can see plan a social event is grayed out. It says you can't plan a social event if you are not greeted. And with it being an unowned unit, like it's not a residential unit in my mind, like there isn't anyone to greet me. So yeah, I can't actually throw a party here either. So it's not working as well as I hoped it would, but there's a lot of potential there, and I think with a couple of mods I think it's going to be a very, very, very useful building for me. And again, if your sim actually does it, like if they are a resident, so if I was at his own unit, he would be able to throw parties and he would be able to host club gatherings, and then all these like community spaces are really gonna be very useful, and they're going to kind of come to life. So let me just kind of show you. Yes, you can like fitness. So if I start a gathering and I gather at his apartment, I'm going to be able to kind of use those community spaces, and sims are going to kind of use the microphone and things like that. It does make residential spaces a lot more interesting having this expansion pack, because you know, you can do a lot more with them. Like the community areas are a lot more vibrant. So now that I've got a club gathering, as I say, his actual unit is loaded now. So the club gathering is from his unit, but they're going to be able to come up here and kind of start using all these different things. So for example, I said music production, so I could come up here and produce a new track. Let's do Gom Gabao, and with a bit of luck, one of the singers might come up here and start using this microphone, and you can kind of, it does require a little bit of imagination, but it is quite fun. So lock the camera. So oh, she's coming out here and she's using this microphone, I think. Is she? No, she's playing the keyboard. So you might see a couple of the club members, like the more club members you have as well, the more likely they are to do this. So what is Anaya doing? Let's focus the camera on Anaya. Anaya is using the DJ booth down here. Katrina, what are you doing, my love? Katrina looks like she's just kind of hanging out in my apartment. She's using one of the bathrooms. That's not even, is that my apartment? It is my apartment. Okay, she's coming back down. I don't know what she's gonna do. Akira is going out. I think he's taking, what is he doing? He was cold. He wanted to get inside because he was cold. He also needs the toilet. And I'm like, no, you can't use the toilet. You have to go and do some of the stuff. Again, something to be aware of. If you are renting this unit up here that has the mold, if it gets dirty and mold starts to spawn, it can spawn in any of the community areas. So say, for example, this toilet down here got dirty. Even though it's not in his apartment, it's going to be affected by whatever lot traits are loaded. So you would see molds starting to spawn in here, and of course with this being a community area, other people can get affected by that. What else do I want to tell you before I go? I think there was something else. Yeah, so for example, like romantic aura, which makes sims a little bit flirtier and I think a little bit more successful at romance. That's going to be enabled on this lot. So if you're in any of the community spaces, romance is going to be a little bit easier. What else do we have going on down here? Where are the sims? Focus the camera. She is very cold and running, so she's going down to the little shop down there. They're all kind of hanging out down there, it looks like. So yeah, you know, you can get a bit of a bustle going on, and as I say, if you've got like artists, you can have like a little art sale. If you want to make some money kind of selling the pizzas, like say for example in the community spaces, like the other tenants keep making pizzas, you could just like snaffle that pizza and sell it over here. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had, and again, you can kind of come down here and dumpster dive. I do find that the dumpsters do seem to fill up quite fast if you've got a lot of tenants, and then you can like dive for meals, dive for deals as soon as the trash starts filling up. So yeah, there is a lot of fun. I am actually really enjoying this new expansion pack. I think it's a really good addition to the game, and my favorite thing, and the thing that I love about it the most, is that I can now have like the neighborhoods that I really love in the game. You know, the Spice District has always been one of my favourite neighbourhoods, and I've been really frustrated that it only has two spaces for me to build on, and I have so many ideas of what I want to do. So now that it's so much more functional, because instead of it being a cafe that I used the club system on, and like these apartments were basically empty and I didn't do anything with them, like now there's so much more functionality there, and it's really, really fun to play. And I have like all the actual apartments in this area are completely full. They're always full. There's like a high population in this area for me. I want all my Sims to live here. So now I have like these extra 6 units. And you could even, if you wanted to, and you wanted to use the unit cheat, you could even make this building taller, or even like if you want to convert the community spaces into more apartments, you could absolutely do that if you wanted to. So yeah, I am really happy with For Rent. I think it's a really nice addition to my game. And I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm kind of looking forward to playing with it a little bit more. So I will try my best to iron out some of the bugs with this build. I'll reapply the lot traits like as well. Like it's just such a vibrant area. There's always so much going on with the Spice District. So again, if you're looking for you know, if all you own is base game and For Rent and you're like, I want more expansion packs, like City Living and Eco Lifestyle really, really complement it really well. Yeah, I will upload the lot. I'll try and iron out some of the bugs. I'll sort out the names, and I'll sort out the lot traits and all that kind of stuff again. And again, it is designed to be quite a low budget build with a lot of challenge, because I like realistic gameplay and I kind of like rags to riches or challenge gameplay. So if that's your thing, brilliant. If it's not your thing and you want to convert this building into like luxury flats, absolutely go ahead and do it. I am planning on having kind of like Nancy Landgraf be the landlady as well. But yeah, what you do with it is up to you. I'm going to put it on the gallery. Have fun, guys. Take care, and I will see you again soon.